Hello everyone, welcome back to FC Smorgon with me, Lonely Loser 17. We have now reached the end of the 2028 season. So what has happened? Um, the closing 2 months of matches started with a 2-0 home win over Minsk. Kozul in the 25th, Mironov in the 33rd with the goals. Solid performance against a top half side. That was followed up by a 2-0 away win at Dynamo Brest. Not necessarily our best attacking performance. Melnick comes off the bench to score a second half brace in the 74th and 88th minutes to seal the points. And at this point, we looked on for the title. 4 points up, 3 matches left. A chance to clinch the title at Bate, the most prestigious club in the nation, if we got some help. Yeah, not so fast. A 12-match unbeaten run in the league comes to an end thanks to a 31st minute goal from Lashkov. Both Shakhtar Sologorsk and Vitebsk, the two remaining chasers, won their matches, which brought Shakhtar Sologorsk within 1 point and Vitebsk within 4 points, going into the break leading up to the final 2 matches in November. The first of which being away to Vitebsk, where they had to beat me to stay mathematically alive in the title race. And it got away. They took an early lead, 5th minute. We responded 3 goals before halftime. Remish, 25th and 38th minutes. Bookending a 30th minute goal from Kozul. We're 3-1 up at half. Looks like we're at least going to go to the final day with the lead in our possession. They get a second from in the 67th minute from the guy who scored early, pulled within 3-2. Little nervy. We weren't having our best day, so I went lockdown early. And then with a +5, they find a 95th minute goal at the death to steal 2 points. They were eliminated, Vitebsk eliminated from the title race. However, Shakhtar Sologorsk were playing one of the worst teams in the league. They won. So going into the final day, Shakhtar Sologorsk had a 1-point lead in the league. However, Shakhtar were also playing Dynamo Minsk on the final day. So not an easy match. Potentially I could get it back. We were playing Slavia Mozir at home finally, after all the road matches we'd had there late in the season, because that was 3 straight road matches leading up to the final day. We scored early and often. Remish 2nd and 23rd minutes. Punigov off a set piece in the 28th had us 3-0 up. They pegged one back in the 39th. That was as close as they would come. Own goal for the keeper at a very unfortunate incident, 41st minute. Shot hit the post and then hit the keeper in the back and ricocheted into the net. And then Gasby added further insurance in the 78th minute, 5-1 win. So what did that mean for the league? Unfortunately, Shakhtar scored with about half an hour left to beat Dynamo Minsk 2-1. And so the bottle was complete. If you had said before the season we were going to finish second, I might have taken that. after third and fourths the last 2 seasons. But when I had the title in my fingers and had it get away like that, it's a rather hollow feeling. Most goals scored, fewest goals conceded in the league, so we deserve the title. We just don't have the silverware to show for it. Too many matches that got away late. 19, 8, and 3 on the season. In those 11 matches where we dropped points, three of those draws were 0-0. In the other 8 matches, I've looked this up, 6 of those 8 matches, we gave up the equalizer or the winning goal inside the last 15 minutes. Of course, Vitebsk was the ultimate one late in the season. Another one worthy of note was back in May against Shakhtar, rather appropriately, where they'd found a 92nd minute winner in a match I think was pretty 50-50 if I remember right. So, based on how things were at the start of the season, if you'd given me like a loss in the Belarusian Cup final or a Belarusian Cup final, the spot in Europe, and a top 2 in the league, you might have thought good season, but the no-show performance in the Belarusian Cup final, the beating Red Star only to lose in the next round of Europa Conference qualifying, and then bottling the league, it doesn't feel good. We have, however, been busy trying to shore up the club already for next season, even though I can't register these players until January. First signing since the last update, Alberto Flores, 23-year-old Mexican central midfielder. He is going to be filling the deep-lying playmaker role for me. My couple of young midfielders had actually done pretty well filling that role this season. Flores is a step up in quality, I feel, compared to the young midfielders. They'll still get Maximovic and Vasilevich, the loaned-in midfielder from Bate. Flores is a little on the slow side, but I feel like 10 marking, 11 tackling, 11 positioning, he'll be more solid defensively than what I've got with the youngsters. Really nice mentals for a 23-year-old. And he just turned 23 in September, so he's fairly young 23. A lot to like about him other than, that pace being a little slow, but I don't expect him to really gain pace at this point. My staff thinks he's leading player for most sides in our league. The one potential concern, he does have 100,000 release fee to foreign clubs that expires end of 2029. Being that he's Mexican, already worth 30,000, I could see a club potentially coming in for him for that much. But he should be a nice addition to the club. Okay. Next up, a guy who I'd had in on trial for a while, Stanislav Donic, 23-year-old Russian fullback. I'm going to have him be playing as my backup left back because I've never really been that happy with my options for backups there. Fortunately, I got him in on squad player, so Good bit to like here. Trifecta, marking, tackling, positioning, good. Decent pace, acceleration for the league. Fairly determined personality. Only 6 crossing, 8 composure. That could be a little bit concerning. Passing's not the greatest either, but think we'll be able to make do. Because he is a clear backup, so. But either footed, and he can play over on the right if I need him to. So I definitely have options with what I can do with him. Only on $350 a week for a couple of seasons. So solid backup player. The third player that I've brought in, Ivan Chiluskin, 22-year-old Russian center back. I do have him on regular starter, fortunately. My staff, again, thinks leading player for the league. I'm probably going to have him third choice. He was without a club at the moment. Some pretty solid physical, 6 feet, so not exactly lacking for height. 11 marking, 15 tackling, 11 positioning. So what am I going to do with my center back situation, because I'm overloaded with center backs? The plan is to try to sell Rancho, the Swedish center back, who basically had fallen to third choice center back this season, because I have 5 foreign players that I'm going to need to register for next season. Otherwise, Rancho 27. The wage might be a little bit of a concern getting him out, but since he'd fallen to third choice, and he'll still be foreign player next season, so if I can get him out, free up one of those foreign player spots. Also of note, however, Plasencia, my Mexican center back, does have a wanted tag next to him, and he does have a $70,000 minimum release clause to foreign clubs, and it is a Mexican side that is interested. He is only valued at $26,000, so I don't know that they'll meet that. So I'd like to keep Plasencia though, because he averaged basically a 7 rating in the league, almost a 7 in Europe. So we got those signings, and going back to Chiluskin for a minute here, he is resolute as well, which is helpful, albeit that argues with officials is maybe a little bit concerning, but not too bad. Nobody committed to be leaving yet. I haven't actually offered out anybody. A number of my guys who are on contracts that run out in a month, I'm just going to let go. There is also one additional signing that's not with the club yet. Kirill Brinchuk, currently at Rook Brest. I don't even have a full scout report on this guy, actually. I'm getting him on an end of contract. 19-year-old Belarusian, capped at the U19 level, resolute personality. Lot to like about his game for young talent. He's bringing him in. He'll be like the 4th choice center back. Bringing him in to help with the U19 Belarusian situation, because I'm currently with who I currently have, I only have 3. Brinchuk would be the 3rd on registered U21 Belarusian on the senior squad. I may bring up a fullback particularly a right back here, Oleg Savanichi, 17-year-old Belarusian fullback, primarily on the right. He could play inverted on the left as well. Resolute, he's been growing like gangbusters. Not necessarily showing it in matches yet, though. So he's somebody else I might consider bringing up as like third choice right back to provide additional options. Part of the problem, though, is I'm going to have to figure out who is going to be in the lineup on a regular basis, because part of that was sorted this year by Mishenko being considered U21, except he is 21 this season, so he will not qualify as U21 Belarusian next season. And actually, neither will, because of when his birthday is, Maximovich, because he turns 21 here in a couple of weeks. So the league rules will transition to U21s being born after 1108. He was born 12/13/07. But okay, yeah, I currently have it set to be sorted by when contracts run out. The only two I haven't decided on what their situation's going to be, because Mayakish and Kalen, my 4th, 5th choice center backs currently, are both upset, so they'll be leaving. Zayat's actually got over his injury quicker than expected, but he's 29, actually almost 30, wasn't playing much anyway, so I'm just going to let him go with some of my younger options. Boulay, I dropped to 5th choice, and he got hurt while out on loan, so he'll be gone. The only two I haven't decided on yet are Kaborda and Kruglania. Kruglania is helpful to have as a left wing option. I only have a couple of those on the squad, so I may look to extend him while I continue to try to find permanent solutions on left wing to bring into the club. Because currently I only have 3 left wing options on the club. I got hurt by that a bit this year. And Kaborda, talent-wise, yeah, he doesn't have it. Why might I keep him around then? He's homegrown at club. So what I may do with Kaborda is not necessarily offer him a contract and hope he opts to stay with the club on a out-of-contract situation, because he's happy, wants to commit his future to the club. And he played a handful of matches in the league this season. Didn't play much besides that. Sorry, yawning randomly. So, before I forget, I should show highlights of a couple matches here. Yeah, we'll go with Minsk since they're normally one of the better sides in the league. So Vasilevich off the set piece. Cosmo gets his head to it. 1-0. And then Marinoff in that circle at the top of the box scores direct to make it 2. But we were definitely in control of the match, 2.44 to 0.27 XG. Possession was more like 50-50, but we were significantly more dangerous. And to demonstrate that I do not just show wins, well, watch, as painful as this is going to be for me to relive this, the Vitebsk match, the 6-goal thriller. I believe this was off a set piece that we had partially cleared. We're a bit out of position. They scored to get the lead. Off their set piece, Kozol and Remish combine. Keeper comes out, Remish slots it past him into the bottom corner. 1-1. Schenko to Remish. Around Kozol on the volley, past the diving keeper into the bottom corner, 2-1 up. Timothy has options there in the middle. Remish gets his foot on it to volley that home for 3-1. Then 67th minute there. He looked off, but time was really well, 3-2. And then here at the death, they work again. Just that little flick of the head to redirect it past Mamadov, 3-3. That was painful. I haven't gone far past the end of the season, so I don't know if we're picking up any additional sponsorship deals. Finances aren't all that great. Projections, I don't know what's going on with this projection for next season, where they think we're going to lose over $1 million. They're expecting like this big one-year spike in expenditures while also projecting turnover to drop. I don't know what's the logic there, but we're still listed as okay financially. So I think I've pretty well covered. Oh, one thing that did not help us down the stretch was Simone twisted his ankle late in the season. He missed the last few matches, which was why Remish was in there starting. So I think I've covered everything so to this point. Trying to decide what to do at this point. So I'm not sure if I continue posting updates about this save on YouTube, since not many people have been watching these videos, and my Twitch streams will be transitioning to FM22, which I got for Christmas this year, and I have a save in mind for that. If you want to see me continue the periodic updates with this save, I don't know if it'd continue to be every 2 months or if it'd be like every 3 or something like that. I don't know for sure. Please let me know in the comments on this video. If you want to check me out on Twitch, of course, the link to that will be below the video as well. Otherwise, I think we've pretty well covered everything. So thank you for sticking around watching this video. And I hope you all have a great day. And goodbye.